Good afternoon, all of you. Listen, according to your routine, today I have the physics class, but they are having some problem in routine. That's why today I will take your class. Yesterday I am not taken. You have seen, last day I am not taken your classes. I have taken another section. So today I will discuss from geography. You know that the chapter is going on climate. All of you can hear me? Okay, now tell me up to which topic I have completed last day. Climatic controls, from that topic, which portion I have completed last day? So please tell me. So I hope that the factors affecting India's climate, this portion I have started from page number 27. Yes. Nafisa, up to which portion I have completed last day? Kinjal, Amrita, no one attended my class last day. I hope. So today I will start from factors affecting India's climate. In this topic, the latitude, altitude, pressure and wind. This portion today I will start. Listen. So last day I have told that latitudes become a factor because you have seen different latitudes have different temperature. From equator towards the pole, you have seen temperature will be decreases. So obviously, in Indian climate, latitudes also become a factor because tropical and subtropical, both places, there are different types of climatic condition. And you know, Tropic of Cancer pass through in the middle part of our country. That's why latitude is also an important factor for the Indian climate. Now altitude is also important factor. Altitude in India, if you will compare in two places, suppose Jammu Kashmir and West Bengal, if you will compare these two states, their temperature and climatic condition, you have seen Jammu Kashmir temperature always low rather than West Bengal. The main reason is altitude. So altitude is also a factor for changing the temperature according to the height. Now this part is very important. This is pressure and wind system. Pressure and wind. These are the most important climatic controls factor. Pressure are generally two part, low pressure and low pressure and high pressure. When low pressure form and when high pressure will form on the surface, it is important. So any places, if temperature will be increases, in low pressure on that place temperature is high, as a result the air become warm and become light. This light air go to the space and these areas pressure will be decreases and form low pressure. In opposite part, where temperature always high, temperature always low, so this cold air become heavy and create a extreme pressure. That's why their high pressure also develop. So temperature and air pressure have adverse relationship. If temperature high, pressure will be low. If temperature low, pressure will be high. And always wind blowing from high pressure to low pressure like water. Water also flowing from high level to low level, you know that. Air also same, from high pressure to low pressure, always wind are blowing to cover this area. So that's why these two atmospheric pressure as well as wind system is also very important. And wind are blowing, wind direction also depend on atmospheric pressure. You have to remind it. The climate and associated weather condition in India are governed by the following atmospheric condition. These are pressure and surface wind, upper air circulation, and western cyclonic disturbance and tropical cyclone. So pressure and surface wind, pressure and surface wind, upper air circulation, and western cyclonic disturbance and tropical cyclone. These are the important part which is effect on Indian climate. So pressure and wind system you can understood. The high pressure and low pressure will be formed. That's why wind are blowing from high pressure area to low pressure area to acquire that places. Upper air circulation is also important. Upper air circulation is a vertical circulation. Atmospheric circulation occurred in upper air circulation, and western cyclonic disturbance and tropical cyclone. India lies in the region of northeasterly wind. You will see the map, you can understand in the board. India lies in the region of northeasterly wind. Suppose this is a tropic of Cancer pass through 23.5 degree north latitude, and here equator also present, you know, 0 degree equator. So the wind originates from the subtropical high pressure. Subtropical high pressure means, suppose here high pressure zone, here low pressure. So automatically wind will come from high pressure to low pressure like that way. Generally, high pressure belt of the northern hemisphere, they blow south, get deflected to the right due to the Coriolis force. You have noticed I have drawn this line not a straight, a slanting. I have not drawn this line, this is wrong because wind are coming that way. Why these wind are deflected? Due to the Coriolis force. Now today I will discuss what is Coriolis force, which have in your book, very important. Coriolis force, an apparent force caused by earth rotation, an apparent force caused by earth rotation. The Coriolis force is responsible for deflecting wind toward the right in northern hemisphere, toward the left in southern hemisphere. So this picture you can understood, the wind are coming from northeast direction because it is north, you know, it is south, it is east, it is west. So wind coming from northeast direction, from northern hemisphere to southern hemisphere. Why wind not coming in a straight way? Because wind are deflecting due to the Coriolis force. This deflecting occurs, suppose it is a globe, it is earth. Earth rotate like way, like in this way, earth is rotating. If when earth will rotate then one force will originate surrounding of the earth surface, and due to this force wind deflected in different direction. If wind coming from north to south, wind deflected like that way, because from northern hemisphere when wind are coming, it is deflected right side. If wind blowing from south to north, it is deflected in left side. Why? Due to the Coriolis force. It is also, we can say, Farrell's law. Suppose I will give an example. If any piece of paper, if we will throw to the ceiling fan, what will happen? Any piece of paper, suppose you will throw to the ceiling fan, what will happen? Please response, type here. If we will throw any piece of paper, what will happen? Tell me, if you will throw a piece of paper to the fan, then it will deflected, and it will deflected in a particular way. In the northern hemisphere, it will deflected right side. In the southern hemisphere, it will deflected to the left side. If you will throw the piece of paper to the fan, this piece also deflected. It will not fall toward your head, because these objects are rotating, and due to the rotation one force also created. So this is Coriolis force. Due to the reason wind are coming from that direction, not the straight from north to south. It's a simple way, and move toward the equator low pressure area. Generally this wind carry very little moisture and they originate and blow over the land, therefore they bring little or no rain, hence India should have been a arid land, but it is not so. So this wind when coming toward the Indian landmass, this wind can't carry moisture because there have no water bodies. Here you know Himalayan mountain range, then China, there have no large water bodies, that's why this wind become dry. But this wind are not blowing toward the throughout the year. Some season, generally winter season, you will find this, the wind are coming from northern direction. In summer season, this pressure condition will be changed. Wind blowing like that way. You know, in now recent time, wind blowing from southeast direction after crossing the equator, because according to the Farrell's law, you know, those wind coming from south to north, they are deflected left side, southeast direction. When it cross the equator, the direction will be changed. Direction will be changed, and southwest monsoon wind entered India and occurred heavy amount of rainfall. That's why you know that southwest monsoon enter in India, not southeast, because wind enter in Indian landmass from southwest direction. After crossing equator, this is deflected. After crossing the equator, it is deflected from southeast to southwest. That's why wind are coming from southwest direction. So Farrell's law, if you can't understood, I will explain again. Tell me please, if I will repeat it or not. Coriolis force, this portion, very important. If having any queries, question, ask me. Always you are remain silent. Please respond me. If you can't understood, I will explain it again. Coriolis force. No problem. Okay. Now I will give an example. You can understood easily how altitude become a factor. How altitude become a factor. If you will see the map, you can see Agra and Darjeeling both are situated in the same latitudes. Agra and Darjeeling both are situated in the same latitudes, but if we will compare their temperature, different. If you will compare their temperature, it is different. Why? Why? What are the reason? Why temperature fluctuated? Yes, very good, Nafisa. Very good. Because the Darjeeling is a mountain region. That's why you know that when height will be increases, temperature also decrease. But same latitudes, latitudinal extension or latitudinal position will be same, but temperature is different because Darjeeling is higher than Agra. And you know that according to the structure of troposphere, when height will be increases, then temperature also decreases. Very simple. So this is the altitude factor. That's why altitude also become a factor for controlling the climatic condition in a particular area. It is very important chapter. You have to listen from the beginning and you have to understood each and every portion, because in the drainage chapter, if you will remind the second chapter in their physical division, you have to remind the name of the each and every physical part, but in climate you have to understood each and every portion. In climate you have to understood each and every topic. What is Coriolis force, how latitude or altitude become a factor, and how air pressure will be formed, why temperature increases, and what is the relation between temperature and air pressure. You have seen low pressure, what will be the temperature? Low pressure, what will be the temperature? If any areas having low pressure, the temperature will be high. High, very good, Orpit. In opposite, those areas, air pressure will be high. Air pressure will be high. So temperature low. Clear? And why? When temperature high, low pressure will be formed, because the reason is very simple. When air become warm, this warm air become light, and the light air go to the space, as well as when the air become cold, it is become heavy, and this heavy air giving extreme pressure toward the surface. That's why high pressure will be formed. And wind always blowing from high pressure to low pressure area. Always. That's why wind are blowing, horizontally movement of wind. And that's why cyclone also developed. Few days ago, one massive cyclone also occurred in our surrounding areas. West Bengal coastal region also affected. You know that this is a cyclone, and this type of cyclone also formed due to the low pressure on Bay of Bengal. What is the name of this cyclone? Few months ago. Very good. So, up to this you will read in your home. If any portion you can't understood, again you will ask me. It is not that one time I have explained, I will not again, I will discuss it. Obviously, I will explain it again. If having any queries, obviously you can ask me always, and you have to understood each and every portion in this chapter. Okay. So after this you will read. Next we will continue the remaining portion.